Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CnD Podcast. As always, I am joined by my co-host Danny.
Hello.
And this is episode 47. We are going back to a little thing we used to do quite a lot on my weeks, a murder mystery.
Ooh.
And as always, I like to ask Danny a question when we start these. And that question is this week, Danny, what do you know about the Axeman of New Orleans?
He is the Axeman of New Orleans.
So nothing.
No, I don't know. Nothing.
Okay, no worries. Well, it doesn't surprise me, seeing this was in the early 1900s.
Oh wow.
Yes, we're going back in time.
That's like America's beginning, though, isn't
I think it's 1876, I think, something like that.
it? Yeah.
I don't know what it was.
I don't remember.
But again, we're in New Orleans in the I think it started off about the 1918s. 1918 is the date.
18s.
I know it's going to trip me a couple of times.
Yeah, that's fine.
But back in that time, you had it was very vibrant, a chaotic mix of cultures, French, Italian, African American, it was early jazz times, there was a lot of economic struggles, unfortunately, racism, corruption, it was, back then the city was known for its, legends, especially, voodooism and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the nightlife was very poignant as well. But however, the undercurrent of crime was very rampant. It was heavily involved. You had the Italian immigrants, Sicilians mainly. And it was at this time where the Axeman of New Orleans began. Are you ready to dive in?
Oh wow. Okay.
Or should I say, chop it up? May 22nd, 1918. Joseph and Catherine Maggio. These were the first confirmed victims. They were attacked in their home above the family grocery store that they owned. Their throats were slit with a straight razor while they slept, and their heads were bashed with an axe. Despite her throat being cut, Catherine lived long enough to choke on her own blood.
Oh, no.
According to police, I guess it was the police back then, the killer used a chisel to remove a panel from the back door and gain entry. So
Okay.
This was proper removing something. They had time. A bloody razor was found discarded nearby. It belonged to Joseph's brother, Andrew Maggio, a barber. Andrew, however, claimed that he was asleep in the next room and heard nothing. He also claimed to have been drunk that night. Suspicion lingered on him, but no solid evidence linked him.
All right.
June 27th, 1918 was the second instance.
Oh, sorry. When was the first?
May 22nd, so just over a month.
Okay.
Louis Brazuma and Harriet Lowe. Again, Brazuma was a grocer. His mistress, however, Harriet Lowe, were attacked in the back of his store. Both were struck with an axe while sleeping. Both actually survived the initial attack, and Lowe actually gave a confused statement from her bed, even accusing Louis of being a German spy.
Oh dear.
Unfortunately, she did later die during surgery to repair her facial damage, and police found letters written in German, fueling war-era suspicions, but no espionage, was connected to. They were like, yeah, that bitch crazy.
Oh yeah, this was late World War One, wasn't it?
World War One, yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't even clock onto that.
No, Louis was arrested, but released. Again, he was later acquitted in court for the attack. So again, two different people in a month apart being blamed for it.
Yeah.
Crazy. It's either this axe guy is really good at other people getting blamed, or it's just eerily similar and both guys did do it. but
Yeah, well, like copycat. Yeah.
yeah. August 5th, 1918, Anna Schneider. So Anna was 8 months pregnant at the time, unfortunately.
Oh.
Again, she was attacked in her sleep. Her scalp was cut open, but mate, she survived.
What?
Yeah, I don't know how. Apparently she survived. Apparently her husband was at work at the time when this happened.
Yeah.
No axe was used at the time, but her head injuries matched the Axeman's style. I don't know how matches style. It doesn't really say. But I don't know.
It's sort of
A lamp.
Sorry, go on.
A lamp was used as the weapon. So it was kind of like, you could say it was like opportunistic, maybe. I don't know. And I'm happy to report her baby was healthily born a few days later.
A few days later.
Yeah.
Wow. She probably just went into labour with the shock, I guess.
Well, it would have been premature, wouldn't it? Like a month.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't know what the gestation period is. Like a month and a half, isn't it? 9 months?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. It doesn't sound like it doesn't sound like the same person though, because like he didn't. I mean, I don't know. He obviously went there to kill her, but then like didn't actually finish the job. So.
Well, I kind of assume. I'd like to assume he realised she was pregnant and stopped, but people who do these sort of things, I don't really think care.
Yeah, maybe something just spooked him and then he ran off.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't like to say. However, it can't have satisfied him because 5 days later, on August 10th, he came back, supposedly. Same guy. Joseph Romano to do another attack.
Oh, okay. I thought we meant back to the last victim. Yeah.
No. An elderly man, again, attacked in bed. However, 2 of his nieces saw the killer fleeing. They described him as a large man in dark clothes and a slouched hat.
Oh.
Apparently, the killer, the weapon was Joseph Romano's Joseph Romano's axe, which he left in the house. A lot of people getting axes. He did live for a little bit of time before he died. And this was the first known description of somebody with an attack with a description.
Do you think he wants the victims to live?
I don't know, because you could do... Yeah, it's difficult to say, because an axe can do a lot of damage, and I kind of feel like maybe one good swing, maybe the guy is not the brightest person. He's like, oh, I'll just hit him once, I'll die, I'll bleed out. I mean, on 3 of those occasions, it has been correct.
Yeah.
But Romano, after his death, the panic obviously then started to catch up with New Orleans. Households began arming themselves. People would sleep with axes under their beds. Again, why? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because in 3 of the cases, the guys used to go and axe on them when you're asleep. Like, it's bizarre to me.
Yeah, maybe Hydra axes, that's where.
Yeah, like some people would sit up all night watching their doors, and it was said that local stores couldn't keep firearms or door locks in stock for very long.
Yeah.
The typical panic buying of New Orleans. And then he just disappeared. So after a brief time after August 10th, 1918, he stopped.
Just straight up stopped.
And yeah, just straight up stopped until March 10th, 1919.
Wow. Do you reckon maybe it was like I don't know, trying to think of like maybe like a culty thing? Like, I don't know.
Well, like these were all rituals.
Yeah, like he had like 4 victims? 5?
There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, and 1 survived?
I think 2 did.
Oh, okay. I don't know, maybe he had...
There was the baby, and then there was the mum.
Oh, you count the babies as victims?
No, I'm saying the baby mum.
Yeah.
And Louis Brumer, who was arrested but then released.
Got you.
The German spy one.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. It almost seems like he had to hit like a certain number and then like he was done. Like, because to get the next killing like 3 days later, it was like, oh, I fucked up. I need to find someone else.
Or it's an urge that he had. Maybe he had to do it. Maybe he wasn't satisfied.
Yeah.
But he returns 8 months later.
Yep.
On March 10th, 1919, Charles, Rosie, and Mary Cortemingler, if I've got that name wrong, I apologise. In the town of Gretna, just across the river from North New Orleans, sorry. The Cortemingler family were attacked. Charles and Rosie were wounded, but their 2-year-old daughter Mary was killed.
Oh.
Again, entry through the panel in the door. And then I'll save the details on this one, especially, I think.
Oh. Is it bad?
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's just say one of the notes I've got here is Rosie's testimony later changed multiple times, and many believe she was traumatized and mistaken. I'll just, yeah. Rosie actually accused the neighbor, Frank Giordano, a 19-year-old, and his father. They were arrested, but again, later released.
Yeah.
Now, March 13th, 1919, 3 days after the unfortunate passing of Mary Cortemigler,
Okay.
there was letters.
Oh.
A letter was sent to newspapers claiming to be from the Axeman himself.
Yeah.
It read, "They have never caught me, and they never will. They have never seen me, for I am invisible. I am not a human being, but a spirit and a demon from the hottest hell." He went on to say that he loved jazz music. I'm not going to read it all because I don't think it deserves time of day for killing a kid.
Oh, we can go through it all. How long is it?
I'm not going through it.
Oh, alright.
I'm not going to give him that respect.
It sounds to me...
He went on...
Sorry. It sounds to me like this is now just a different person. Like a copycat, and now he's just wanting attention by writing letters. He didn't write letters originally.
No. He did go on to say, though, he loved jazz music and promised not to kill anyone on the night of March 19th, 1919, as long as a jazz band was playing in the house.
Oh, that's nice.
And it was quoted, "One thing is certain, and that is that some of these persons who do not jazz it on Thursday night will get the act."
Okay.
Funny enough, apparently that night New Orleans was alive with music. Every dance hall was full, bands played in homes, no one was killed.
Yeah.
August 10th, 1919, Steve Bocker, a grocer, again was attacked in his sleep. He survived but had no memory of the attack. A chiseled door panel, again, same thing. Axe was used to strike him in the face. Killer gone. Killer was just immediately gone.
Oh.
He survived. No suspicion on that one. He didn't suspect anyone. He was in hospital for a little bit, but managed to survive.
Yeah.
Another one survived. Sarah Lawman, attacked again, sleeping in a home. This one was very badly injured. Her neighbours found her unconscious in the morning with an axe nearby. Again, door panel had been removed exactly the same as Steve Booker. Now that was August 10th, 1919. This was September 3rd, 1919.
Yeah.
So he's starting to get back into the swing of things. On October 27th, 1919, Mike Pepitone, the final known victim. His wife unfortunately found him dead in bed, head just brutally battered. A bloody axe was left in the room, and she saw 2 people flee, apparently. Possibly she described a man and a woman. But obviously she gave no clear description of obviously being in shock and things like that. Now, some patterns did emerge across the attacks.
Yeah.
Most victims were Italian or Italian-American grocers who lived above grocery stores.
Oh.
The killer never used his own weapon. I assume for DNA, but there was no such thing back then, wasn't
No.
there? He always took the victim's own axe or another nearby object to kill him. There was never any robbery, so never any money or valuables were ever stolen. The method of entry was usually through removing a door panel with a chisel. And the attacks almost always occurred at night, often on weekends.
It's almost like I don't know, like trying to clean out the competition or something.
Yeah.
Or it might even just be a race thing, like, oh, get rid of the Italians, but yeah.
Well, there was some suspect.
Oh.
Well, I say suspects. There was mainly one. Joseph Mumfre, or Mumfre. He is the most widely discussed suspect. In the 1920s, apparently Mike Pepitone's widow moved to Los Angeles. There, she reportedly shot and killed a man named Joseph Mumfre, who she claimed was the Axeman. Mumfre had a long criminal record, connections to blackmail gangs targeting Italians, and had previously been in prison for extortion. And after his death, no further Axeman killings or even Axeman-like killings occurred.
Oh, right.
However, though, it is noted that the records are quite muddy, and some say that he had an alibi, and it wasn't in New Orleans at the time. Others claim, obviously, that the woman's story was exaggerated, and it was never really truly verified.
Oh.
The theories are a mafia connection, like you said. Most victims were Italian grocers, and led to speculation that the attacks were mafia-related, punishments from pay protection money, or internal vendettas. However, again, the random violence, lack of theft, and poetic and the letter suggested otherwise. And the final theory that they had was many people believe that the Axeman was just simply crazy. Likely someone who'd lived locally, knew the neighborhood layouts, and enjoyed, the fear and chaos it caused.
Yeah.
And the fascination with like jazz and his mocking letter suggests someone who got a thrill from the city being in terror.
Yeah. I don't know.
Now,
yeah.
He was never caught. Like most of these that we do, he did fade into like a myth and like a legend. Obviously very real, obviously.
Yeah.
And there's been, American Horror Story, Coven. That is actually it's based on one of those.
What is, sorry?
The American Horror Story Coven. It's like a TV show.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. All right. I haven't seen it.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on it then?
It's weird. It's weird that, again, like, they just vanish. It sounds to me like was it just the one letter, or was there multiple?
There was multiple, I believe.
Okay. Because it sounds to me like two different people. Or maybe he got caught for something, like, I don't know, had to go to jail for 6 months or something. Like, there's the gap in between is just weird to me. And the fact that he comes back and then he starts bragging about it almost seems like a different person.
Yeah.
But then the killings are sort of like consistently like once a month. Like, they're very that's weird. I don't know. Yeah. Was there any evidence left behind?
Not really. There's not really much to be collected back then.
No, and he used their own weapons, so it wasn't like he was leaving anything, and he wasn't taking anything.
There was 12 people attacked, and only 4 survived.
That's mad. Yeah. What are your theories on it?
I don't know. I think it's. I think you might be correct. And like, it seems to be. I don't know. I could also. It's a difficult one because I've got 3. I've got maybe he was just crazy. Maybe he was a serial killer that just decided to attack people, and most people at the time that owned grocery stores were Italian.
Yeah.
Another theory is unfortunately, we get this in every century, every century across the world, 1900s, 2000. Maybe it's someone that just was like, America, that caught a person was like, yeah, I don't want you in my country. Especially when war is so ripe and they don't want people in a country that they might see as different. Maybe it was like it probably would have been a racist thing. Italians isn't a race, but you know what I mean, like something like that.
I mean, they are, but yeah. I'd see it as like,
or it could be a mafias thing, like you said.
Yeah. I think the thing is then I think America itself was still like a mixing pot of Europeans. Like,
yeah.
So I don't know if they would. I don't know if. I mean, Europeans aren't usually racist towards each other in that way. They're not like America, because that's not a thing really at that time.
But America's not Europe.
It's not, no. But everyone there is European. Like, they only. I don't know when they all flopped over, but like, it wasn't that short, before. So yeah, maybe it was like a mafia thing, or like a There's like one grocer who's like suddenly made a lot of money because he's killed off everyone else.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, you got to find the one that's not being attacked. There's your target. Yeah, it's a weird one. And
it's definitely intriguing. I know that.
Yeah, no. Oh. Sorry. No. Yeah. No more. Nothing afterwards. No confessions. No like.
No. Nothing.
That's just weird. I think the gap in between's weird as well. Still. I think it might have been two people.
Yeah, because that one victim did say two people ran away, a man and a woman. Maybe the man died and the woman took over, or the other way around. The woman died and the man took over.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll never know.
No. Well then. Should we leave it there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us on this week's podcast, guys. We will be back next week. But yeah, let us know what you think in the comments below, and we will see you next time.
Yeah. See you all then. Bye.
Bye.